feelings watching that game on Saturday? Not being able to contribute.
Yeah, it was very hard to watch. It was my first game I've missed in suspension, so it was very difficult to sit back and know that I was fully fit and ready to go and unable to contribute on the field. But yeah, it was pretty difficult to watch, I think, given obviously the result and the way that Hawthorn really got the jump on us early, and we never looked like coming back from that. So yeah, it was pretty disappointing all round.
When you're sitting out like that, Luke, do you sort of feel partly responsible that you can't be out there?
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you know. It's as I said, I felt fully fit and ready to go, and it was just unlucky that I wasn't able to contribute this week. And yeah, you do feel, I'm one of the team, I'm one of the, the 22, and normally every week, and to not contribute on the weekend was pretty hard to swallow.
Harder when you know that there's a lot of blokes unfit at the moment, and you said you were fit.
Absolutely, yeah, we've got a number of guys, a lot of our key players missing at the moment, and to know that, as I said already, I'm fully fit and I'm ready to go, but I'm certainly pretty excited about this weekend.
The action with Kennedy and then the one with Bird the week before were very similar. Was it just a case of getting yourself caught up in strange situations, or do you need to change the way you approach contests after doing 2 in a row?
I think it was a coincidence more than anything. I don't think, as I say, I've had a clean record for most of my career, and I think it was just one of those unfortunate things that a couple of weeks in a row I did catch the eye of the tribunal, and unfortunately the 2 incidents together meant that I needed to miss a game.
The work of Silvani in your absence, you must have been pretty happy to see a player like that stand
Absolutely,
up.
yeah, he was tremendous. I play a bit of a mentor role with him, and I've always known that given the opportunity to play on some of the big forwards, he'd be very competitive, and he was tremendous on Franklin.
How have you seen his development over the couple of years he's been here?
Yeah, very good. I think from the outset, we always knew he was going to play AFL football. He just has the right attitude, and he's very professional the way he goes about his training, his preparation, and he just has a super competitive edge to him. So yeah, those things combined make for a pretty good prospect.
Luke, how difficult would it be to come up this Friday night against the Saints away from home after the slog on the weekend?
Yeah, look, it's going to be difficult. Every game's difficult, and we have to shake off last weekend as quickly as possible. And we've been through the game just a bit earlier today and looked at where we went wrong and where we could improve, and then as of tomorrow we're going to shake it off and start preparing for St Kilda. So it's a great opportunity for us to play on the big stage against probably a serious final contender. So we'll test ourselves against them.
It suggests to me, with your injury toll and just looking at some of the plays, the season's starting to take its toll on the team overall. Are there some tired bodies out there at the moment?
Look, I think that's probably fairly consistent all across the board. I think all AFL clubs are probably dealing with, the new rule that's been implemented this year and the long season. And yeah, look, at various times of the year, it's difficult for players to get themselves up for the weekend. But unfortunately, come game day, you normally feel pretty good given the adrenaline that comes with playing a game.
Do you think you and Sandy will be back for Friday night?
Look, I certainly will. I'm not sure about Aaron. I think he's still a little bit away, but the sooner we can get him and of course David Mundy back, I think in the next couple of weeks will be a tremendous lift to the team.
Does it feel like a mini final this Friday night?
I think every game we've played the last few weeks have felt like that. We've certainly we have to win every game to I guess cement our spot in the 8, and every game is super critical for us to win. So yeah, we take every game as being a very big challenge and a very big moment for us.
What's been the main factors behind St Kilda's rejuvenation, in your opinion?
I think that teams sort of ebb and flow through the season. Injuries and form and all those sort of aspects. There's a lot of things that I think have to come together for a team to get some form. Look, I imagine it's just they had to deal with a fair few off-field issues over last summer, but they look like they're playing some pretty consistent football at the moment, and it'll be an enormous challenge for us.
Look who comes in. You've lost a few more players in De Boer and Palmer. Some of the youngsters, and noticeably some of the guys that probably would be in line, didn't play footy in the WAFL on the weekend.
Yeah. We're unfortunate to lose a couple on the weekend, and still have a few of our key guys out. So there'll be some opportunities for some younger players, or even some players that have been around for a while to come back into the 22 and prove himself again at AFL level.
Can I ask Byron Shammer? Is he ever going to play for Fremantle again?
Look, I really hope so. He's been in good form in the Waffle. He's carried himself very well this year, given that it's probably been a frustrating year for him. Having to watch a lot of games this year. But look, I really hope to see him back in the side at some stage, and he's a terrific fella and a great competitor, and I really hope he gets his opportunity.
Have you ever been involved in a season like this, even at Hawthorn, with so many injuries? It's almost like 2 every game have come out.
Yeah, it's a bit unique in that sense. It's not the ideal scenario, but at the end of the day, you just have to. It is what it is, and you have to front up every weekend and put a team together, a 22 that will be as competitive as possible.
But you've never been involved in a team that's lost so many players during a year?
Look, probably not. Yeah, it does seem pretty unique in my time in football anyway.
How much have you played on Revolt, mate? And do you think you'll get him? And how have you gone in the past?
Yeah, I've played on Revolt a number of times over the years. Look, I hope to get that challenge. We're just seeing how all the team pans out, and I hope to get given that job. But I've played on him a number of times, and he's a super challenge, and I look forward to if I get it.
Is it one of those situations where you really get your skates on, really get on your bike, and so you just know you're in for a lot of running? Yeah.
Look, I think regardless of who you're playing on, everyone runs pretty well these days, and all games involve a fair bit of running. But yeah, look, Rewild in particular has an enormous tank, as we're all aware, and that would be an enormous challenge.
You mentioned earlier, Luke, that you're not sure, you probably don't feel that Sandy will be back this week. Is there growing belief that you may not see him again this season? Is it getting to that sort of stage, do you think?
No, I don't think so. We've still got, I think, five weeks to go. He's sort of been doing a little bit more every day, and I'd certainly like to see him come back at any opportunity, really, even if it's the last game. It'd be great to get the big fella back, and as I said, David Mundy as well.
Given the way aren't winning, and to force you out of the 8, but you're not beating the teams above you on the ladder at the moment. You've got games against a lot of those teams above you in the next few weeks. It's really important to prove that you're not just making up the numbers.
Absolutely, yeah. I think that we've got to play all the top sides the next few weeks, and that's an enormous challenge. And we don't just want to be making up the numbers, as you said. We want to prove ourselves against these top sides and prove that we, could be a finals contender.
Where would it rank if you happen to cling on to 8 or anywhere in the top 8, given the amount of injuries that you've got and the tough run home? How highly would you rank that achievement if you do happen to make the top 8?
Oh yeah, it'd be great. Look, we're not trying to think too far ahead at this point. We have a big challenge on Friday night, and I think given we've had a few issues this year with injuries and stuff like that, we just have to front up every week and not think too far in the future and let everything fall out where it may.
And just what happened with Melbourne today, Dean Bailey effectively admitted that he was told to coach for draft picks in the early years he was there. As a player, is that quite disheartening to hear something like that being admitted in public?
Look, I can't really make too much of a comment on that. I haven't had a chance to really sort of read it and sort through it at this stage, but I don't think I'm equipped to make a comment at this point.
No.